Welcome to another firearms and safety YouTube. Today what we have is the Galco fanny pack holster. I call it the tactical fanny pack. This is made in the USA. It is by a veteran owned company. They run sales all the time. Sometimes you can catch them for like anywhere between 10 to 30% off. If you just sign up for their email and take a look at this. Initially was introduced to this company when I went to a SIG event. I believe it was one of those, it's like a shooting, one where you get to shoot all SIG guns and that kind of thing. But this is the subcompact size, and just going to kind of get right into the review here. Subcompact size because I'm carrying a P365. Does have an extra, obviously, a little headphone thing. Who uses wired headphones anymore? If you do, good on you. If not, well, that's fine too. You carry little things in here, keys. Not that much room. If we're really being specific and for size reference, it's about a Sharpie and a half in regards to length. And this here is, shorter than a Sharpie. So just so you have that for scale, you can put whatever the heck you want in there. As you can see, it is kind of falling apart. And I have that SIG P365 in there. Now, in theory, the way that it's supposed to work is you pull this and it comes straight up. Okay? Fancy, right? I find that it's not entirely practical, mainly because let's just look at the mechanics of this. If this is on your body, okay, and we have this zipped up. Now, there's two things. It comes with two zippers, right? I cut one off because what I found is during the draw, I would pull this open, okay, and basically I would end up pulling both of them because it has the same type of lanyard. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not going to be using this anymore, and I'm going to continue to look for fanny pack solutions for concealed carry, is that obviously you go inside the waistband, outside the waistband, whatever you want, but I find that this works for me no matter what I'm wearing, no matter what's going on. And really there's two main reasons for that. This here is a Kydex holster. Beautiful thing about Kydex. You hear that? It's hard. It's plastic, okay? Now, the good thing about that is that you don't have a soft holster, okay? Soft holsters, even if you have the safety on your gun, they're bad. They're not good. They're not good for, in my personal opinion, they're not good for concealed carry. So if we could replace that with an actual hard holster, that would be ideal. I had to make a lot of modifications to this to make this work for my setup. And I'm not carrying anything crazy. I mean, this is just a regular P365 with an ARM RCC and a weapon light. So let's talk a little bit about this. Just the actual theory of how this should work is, again, you pull it open, no problem. Okay, now your hand's over here, right? You're gonna yank this up too. So then, with all this going on, there's just a lot going on here, as opposed to a more simple setup like a clamshell fanny pack, which is you unzip and the whole thing just kind of opens up. Okay, got a lot of strings in here. And what I mean by clamshell is something like this SIG Rose here. This SIG Rose fanny pack, just total, goes edge to edge, just opens, completely opens up, right? You have access to your gun. You take one of these, you Velcro it in, okay? Obviously, you remove this. You could keep these if you want. You could remove the wing if you want. You Velcro this. I mean, you can even, like, stealthy kind of open up and grab your gun. You don't even have to open the whole thing, because look, you got it right there. So the clamshell design I find is a lot better than what Galco is trying to do here, and that's something that I'm going to seek to find, because again, you have soft material here. To get this with a weapon light, and actually I'm kind of going to go hard on the brand a little bit, so don't mind me. But firstly, I had to unscrew a bunch of things over here just to get my gun to fit. And as you just witnessed, it just comes right on out. Because it's only held into place by this, right? So literally, yeah, it's literally, there's nothing else that's connecting beyond the string, this holster, okay, to stay secure. So even though you're yanking on the string, you got all this crap going on, it comes out, which is like unacceptable in my opinion. In my opinion, you would want a hard shell holster. First of all, you'd want all this out. You don't want any strings in here, okay? And then you can either sew the hard shell holster or do Velcro. So you can sew the back of this in here or just strictly do Velcro, right? Like a good tough Velcro, okay? And that would be pretty much the end of that. So, you know, you're talking bringing that, throwing it in there, your gun is going to be secure. You can pull that on out via retention. But with this, it's just really bad. They do a good job marketing and, you know, having models and stuff display their product and, oh, it looks so good, you know, but when you think of the actual practicality of it, I mean, do you, and again, this is totally unloaded, by the way, it's just, there you go. So, do you trust this pointed at your nuts or other sensitive bits in a soft holster, right? And you're gonna have other things in here like your keys, whatever heck else you got going on, your pocket knife, and you know, let's say this gets unactuated, right? Now you've got this in a soft holster, okay? That again, this is just not cool. You just don't want this, okay, for your concealed carry options. You know, when especially you can have something that's actually secure, which is Kydex. There's a reason why everybody uses Kydex, right? You can customize it to your, if you got a light. Not too many people have an XSC, and it's got a red dot cut, so that's good to go in there. Again, I'm actually going to screw this. I'm getting this out of here. I'll show you what's really up. Okay, this is why you want the clamshell. You can literally Velcro this right here. Call it a done day. Now, your trigger guard is protected. You're not going to actuate that trigger, even if the safety manages to come off somehow. If you carry a safety or don't have a safety, right? You'll have your both solutions here. You can even do your whole, you know, you can do what I did and cut that off here. But yeah, don't mind the rose. This is my wife's. So, but basically, you want something indiscreet, or just something that's very discreet, something that people aren't going to look at. You don't want logos, you know. So anything that's tactical, you just want it to look as plain as possible. But yeah, even with this, if you're feeling a little unsafe, what do you have? Access to your firearm. With that, it's not really the case, and I think this kind of just speaks for itself here. See what I mean? Now that Velcroed in, pull that right on out. Now this isn't Velcroed in, so it's not going to be able to pull out easily, but there you go. Voila. And personally, I will not be recommending this. I've used 2 of them. I carried a Glock 19 in the compact version, and I also have this subcompact version, which I've been carrying the P365. Also did the little bit of that XL, right? So, either way, I don't recommend it. I would not advise that you buy this for your concealed carry, and a little disappointing too, because I enjoy recommending products, and this just, it's a flop. What can I say? Either way, for more honest, concise content. Feel free to subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much and have a great day.